what I see is that every single young person that I know in this community has family members that have one or more of those diseases, and there's really, and it's this kind of whole spiral chain of events that result from that, you know, and food is a piece of it, but the medical care that they don't get is another piece of it, and that spirals into, you know, an economic situation that makes it very hard to work and get a good job, and so it's like this cycle, downward cycle.
A lot of people are getting diseases like in West Oakland, like obesity, heart disease, asthma, which is related to the diesel trucks that go in and out because of our ports nearby. And throughout my family, I've just noticed like the diabetes increase and high blood pressure. I feel like in West Oakland, if you had more like health, like access to chard and gardens and community things, then people wouldn't have so many diseases.
We need to start growing as much food as we can in our own communities and having truly local food. We need to start creating businesses, micro businesses with that enterprise, you know, so people can start setting up their own produce stands, their own outlets, creating food related businesses.
And create self-subsistence and have goods and services very close to your home. Well, it's not a new idea, and it's also the way that marginalized communities have survived in the status quo system for years. There were 2,500 Black-owned businesses from Market Street to the highway along 7th Street.
Stores were closing, and then they were replaced pretty much by liquor stores and different. So a lot of the business owners that we once had, that typically small businesses are passed down through the families from generation to generation. So we've lost those, and it's a matter of reestablishing that family root.
I joined the Black Panther Party in San Francisco when I was 17. I felt at that time that was probably the best organization I could join in terms of dealing with social justice around food issues, housing issues, social justice, you know, equal rights.
Everywhere you look now, there's a lot of inequity, like injustices, and but it's good because there's always people who are trying to bring life back into the community and bring healthy food and healthy concepts of living back to the community.
So certainly people being able to control the sources of their own food can be one of the most empowering experiences a community can have.
So how do you do that? You pop up as many gardens as you can, and you grow this food as intensively as possible, and then you get this food to wherever it's needed most. Now, it's not needed, over in the Oakland Hills. It's not needed. Those Chevron CEOs and the like, they're doing okay. They're cool. But for somebody over in West Oakland who can cook a banging pot of collard greens, but then they got to go pay $2 a bunch, for some pesticide laced food.
Okay.
We started our gardening first, and then hired a whole bunch of high school students from the community and did intensive education and outreach in the community. And then at the end of that first summer, we together started the mobile market. And since then, we've been traveling around the community 2 to 3 days a week selling healthy, affordable food.
The thing I love about People's Grocery is that they've hired the youth, like from the high school. It's like not folks who are not from the neighborhood and that kind of thing. They're actually from the neighborhood. They support the youth.
I heard some loud music playing in my neighborhood. And I went down and saw that they were selling produce, so I thought it was a great deal to get organic goods right in the neighborhood.
They come to the truck, cheering, People's Groceries. Yes, we need organic food, and that's what we're doing, bringing organic food to the community.
We call it Old Bud. It's
Oakland-based Urban Gardens, formerly Oakland Butterfly and Urban Gardens. We've been non-profit organizations, West Oakland mostly based. We have after-school programs. We have school programs too, where the kids come and learn how to garden and eat organic, healthy foods. Trying to get to where sometime on days, because even I volunteer my time to have seniors where they can come in the garden more often, instead of sitting up in their houses and stuff, and they can come and, pull up a weed and tell me what I'm doing wrong. One lady is 88. She tells me, boy, I'll work a ring around you in that garden. I'll get out this wheelchair, boy, put this cane down, I'll show you what to do, and I enjoy that. And then plus they can play little dominoes, like I would like to have them with the teenagers there too, with me, right? So they can tell the things in their past about what they did, and pass it on to the youth, so the youth can turn around and pass it on too. All the organic markets. We have a lot of farmers from Fred to Snow, Lodi, Livingston, different places. Then you have some just like me. These community gardens, I harvest Fridays and Saturdays, like I told you earlier. And, it's low price foods, because down here don't really have no supermarket that has any healthy foods or a place where everybody can go.
Part of our goal is not only to provide access to food in this community, but to make it a sustainable way of life for the people who are growing it as well. And so we really want to support small scale, local farmers, regional farmers, farmers of color, who are also on that edge of trying to maintain a lifestyle that is quickly being lost. The small-scale family farmer is quickly being crushed, and what we're trying to do is provide them a fair wage for their produce, and also provide it at affordable prices to our community. So it's kind of making that link.